live from what it says. This thing's sitting good enough. I just wanted to say what's going on. Don't know if anybody saw any of that chaos over the weekend of me posting. I don't even know. Probably almost 10 shorts a day, something like that. Went through and did a whole bunch just to put stuff up there and see what that ended up doing. I just did finished that review on that Ultra Fire. I don't even know if that video was good enough for the quality of this light. This is a nice piece, believe it or not. Don't like the charging setup that much. It just seems a little on the flimsy side. But I do like the fact that it plugs in. What we got here? Get live. Hey, what's going on? Survival game. Yeah. Hop down for a few minutes. I'm not going to stay on. Probably too late tonight. I'm sitting here setting up bags for... what's up, KK556? I'm on for just a few. Setting up some more bags. I've got a couple of bags sitting here. Had everybody around for the weekend. Got some stuff done. Went out to the property. Did all different stuff. I don't know if you can see. If I turn this, you can see all the madness I got going on this bench. New bag, old bag. Trying to set stuff up. But, yeah, figured I'd hop on. See what's going on. See who's on there. A lot of shorts, like I said. Now I'm gonna probably slow down quite a bit because there was just too much chaos for the weekend. That was just insane, and I gotta really get tightened down on some of my own preps, my own preparedness stuff. But it's nice to talk once in a while, a little bit of back and forth, setting up a bag that, who knows, another bag that I probably won't show on YouTube. This has been lately my kind of go-to run around out to the land, you know, kind of set it up like mission specific as far as what am I doing that day. I'm gonna grab a hatchet. Do I need a folding saw to go with me? I got the bigger saw, the bow saw there or whatever, but I kind of is just setting it up for, you know, I said in the one video, like mission specific, I guess you'd say. But now I'm kind of setting it up for, I work, I don't know, not quite 20 miles from my house. So if I ever had to walk back, I mean, I keep extra waters in the vehicle. I keep extra granola bars in the vehicle. I've got a trauma kit. I've got some first aid stuff. I keep stuff in the vehicle, so I'd be all right. And I have my scorpion bag. I'd throw that on quicker than anything. So I had it if I needed it right away, but then I was trying to think of everything besides that, because that thing's loaded down. I don't like leaving the full-size weapon so much in the vehicle if there was ever a problem and you wanted to just try to walk home. I don't want it to be like, hey, I'm walking home with my full size and everybody knows what's going on, because, you know, depending on situation, say like EMP style thing where I got stuck walking home. I mean, I don't like the phrase gray man that much, but you don't want everybody to know like, hey, I'm right here. Instead, I just want to look like one of the morons walking home maybe a day or two before everybody else, because everybody else might think something's coming back on or it's not. And if I ended up getting back or halfway to the house and something came, I mean, I could always catch a ride or something. I could walk back to the vehicle or whatever it is. So I don't want it to be too loaded down, but I want it to be able to, you know, make it a little bit more business end of stuff instead of just food, and instead of I like gray man. Yeah, I like the idea of how it's said. I don't know. Some people take it differently than other people, I guess. I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb, I guess, but I want to have a level of, you know, get bent. At the same time, I don't want it to just be waters and I guess, yeah, granola bars or something, you know, stuff that I can eat on the way. I've always got a bag like that in the vehicle anyways. My vehicle's like chaos right now, and I just wanted to set something up that was a little bit more, what about normie? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, look, something that's not going to be too far out of the ordinary. I don't want to go out with my big camouflage bag or anything like that. That's for like going camping and hiking and whatever. I mean, this is kind of, it doesn't like scream tactical or anything like that. What does it say? Hey, what's going on? Heroic Prepper. Yeah, it doesn't like completely scream like super tactical. It kind of just looks like a regular black bag. It does have little pieces of Molly. I could always just pop the medical on that if I wanted to or something, but it's not crazy. Even this newest one that I got that I started setting up, but this is more of as you can tell, water. I got waters in there. I haven't really decided. I got all fire starting stuff, so I don't even know that I would have necessarily all my 5 C's in this bag. It would be more of a, I don't even know if I like to say tactical all the time. More of a tactical bag. I know the walk will probably take me 8 hours if I'm just hoofing it. I may do a dry run coming up, going to another spot too. It's about 30 miles. And when I go do that hike, because I know that's going to be only the bag that I have on my back, that hike I'll probably have more waters on me for that. 3 miles an hour or something. It'll probably take me 10 hours up. I might videotape some of it along the way. I got a couple people who said they wanted to go do something like that. And that's going to be just basically the walk out of the city into nowhere, basically out into the middle of nowhere. I probably won't take the most tactical stuff for that either. It'll probably be more like this. I might still keep a blade on me or something, but it's mostly going to be what you need to sustain yourself on the way there. And usually I'm carrying or something anyway, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about anything like that. But I was just trying to set one up that had a little bit different idea to it. Basically, that wasn't a 24-hour bag, and that something that wasn't a 72-hour bag. Something that's not just water and granola bars, and I think I even put tuna in this one, believe it or not, somewhere. So I'm always stacking. I can feel it. It's in there. It's nice to have several bags set up, and I really like creating the bags. I've got a couple bags that I just have sitting that I still haven't put stuff in, and this was one of them. And this thing was a cheapo, real cheap, $15 at Walmart, and I mean, it's sturdy enough. I got that mollied on there already, and this does have several water bottles in it. It doesn't look too crazy, but it'd be nice to have an extra bag. I'm trying to set up a couple bags, like I got a winter bag and still go through it, and it's constantly changing and stuff like that. But having a winter bag and then having like more of a summer bag, and then having a bag I'm always taking out to the property with me, or a straight up hiking bag, and then just being able to have an extra bag with some redundancy in it. That way, if something bad did happen and I was even like at my house and I had a friend over or something like that, and they don't have their main stuff with them, I could be like, here, take this. It's got everything. It's got the 5 C's. You got your cordage, your combustion, your container, your cutting, your cover. I think this one, I didn't even get to the cover part yet. Might have a poncho in there. And yeah, it's a bit different, I guess, what I'm going to start to do with some of these. But yeah, I'm only going to be on here for a few or whatever, but I figured I'd hop on. Anybody got any questions about anything, even current events? I don't really care. I see they're going to be probably raising the interest rates, 25th, 26th or something like that. It's the Fed meeting. I don't know if anybody's into that kind of stuff, but it all goes back down to currency and price of everything, just like the diesel fuel. And I usually don't get a large crowd on these lives. Like later on, it seems like people come on, but I don't usually stay on more than like an hour, so it's probably half my fault. But we did a lot of videos this weekend, and got some training in, got some stuff cleaned up that I needed to clean up, and just debating. What do you got here? Survival game. Ramp up my bags too. I made a mistake of leaving meds in my bagging hot car. Oh, that can hurt. Yep. They are ruined now. They don't work at all. No, that sucks. Yeah, that's one thing. Even with like food storage, medication, any of that, that hot and the cold. And I know a lot of people had said the hot and the cold for the ammunition because the primers are not, unless you have corrosive primers, even something like that. Yeah, I've had medication get messed up on me. I try not to keep any kind of like antibiotic or like a omeprazole or anything like that in the vehicle all the time, just because yeah, that might wear it out a little bit quicker. But I've even had was that ibuprofen or was that acetaminophen or something got melted up on me in the vehicle before, and I've been trying to a little bit better when it's not raining to leave the windows cracked or something like that so the heat doesn't get too high inside the vehicle. But yeah, you can lose stuff like that. Even the waters, you're not supposed to drink. Well, you're really not supposed to be drinking out of bottled water. You're supposed to be using like a metal. The bottles themselves are not too good to be drinking out. Better to have like a reverse osmosis, a Berkey or something like that, pouring the water into like a metal container. It's healthier for you. But when you drink out of a bottle of water that's warm, it's even worse for you. So it's especially for guys. I think it like increases estrogen or something like that. So it's like even worse for us. But yeah, leaving stuff in the hot vehicle can definitely mess it up. I've messed up a couple things in the hot vehicle. I don't think I messed up too much. Oh, I've actually lost some food in my vehicle with too cold. What did he say here? Survival game. It was a bunch of children's chewable meds. Oh, yeah. Some of them chewables melt right down. Yep, those and even some of the capsules. I had omeprazole capsules that melted on me, and some of the stuff came out, but some of it just like almost turned into a puddle. That's no fun. Losing anything like that for no reason. Yeah, it make you remember for the next time through though. It's yeah, that's a good time. Going from too hot to too cold, from too cold to too hot. We're supposed to be heating up again, I think, here this week. 90s or something like that. I don't know if anybody's been planting anything. Has anybody had an issue this year with gardening of any kind? I did some extra at the new spot and just hadn't had the time to go back and forth. So I didn't, the weeding's not as good. I didn't get to stay on the thing the whole time and didn't do very well. But I also noticed that even at my place, when I started a bunch of seeds, I had a germination issue. We really had a lot of problems this year with some of my seeds that were, I mean, I did trays of 144 and I don't know if half the tray maybe popped up. So I guess it is what it is. Even one of the new packets of seeds that I had just purchased this year that was, I don't even know, 3 times the price of the year before or something like that. It's ridiculous. I just put a new one of these on here. This whole place is chaos right now. I've been going through everything. Just put a new band on the slingshot. Got one of them little mini $5 at the gun show slingshots. And I had bought years ago. I bought all these extras. I think I got one left now. One left. What do you got? My garden looks really good right now. Yeah, you know, right now the stuff that made it is doing great for me. Everything that made it through is definitely it looks really good. I got a few things that look really good. I even had to restart some stuff because I lost a bunch of stuff and I was like, I'm growing more beans no matter what because I need X amount more seeds for myself, if nothing else. So I might, you know, on each one, when the beans start coming out and they get a little bit longer, I might just take them off, not eat them, just set them out, let them dry, take the beans, save the seeds for the following years because those were grown right here. I got heirloom. I got some heirloom ones, and I think I have some regular ones too. I did plant another package of regular seeds, like right from Walmart. Actually, Walmart had some organic ones too. I'm not sure. I got everything written down and marked up and stuff, and just so I can remember for the following year. And I had gone through a ton of my seeds, and I have some from a year or two ago that worked perfectly fine, and then some of the new ones that didn't work at all. It was disappointing when you put out so many seeds. And then I found different, like I like growing the jalapenos. The wife always throws them in the chili, and I got chili peas. What we got? My snap peas just died. They don't like the Northern California heat. Oh, sugar snap peas. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Peas this year for me. What happened with those peas? I don't know. I don't think any of mine made it. I don't think I got one plant left. I know I got beans. I got beans here. I got beans the other spot that just got eaten to death by all the animals. I got to set up a whole thing over there to make it a little bit more animal deterrent, I guess we'll say. Like landmines and stuff like that. That would work. No, just some good fencing of some sort would help out quite a bit. I did some fencing, but it wasn't like a good metal, squared off area. I got quite a bit of space where I could do the gardening over there. And it's the first year with the place, so everything's getting, I'm working the kinks out of everything, I guess you might say this year. This fall, I'll probably really level out a section, like take a couple days, level out a nice chunk, put plastic down or something like that to keep all the weeds down or whatever, and then throw fence up and everything, get it so it's really ready. I mean, hopefully if something too crazy ends up happening this winter or something like that, you fall back on your preps or something, but you got to be ready to just go out there and slam that garden. This year we got kind of water catchment idea thing going out there, so the water part shouldn't be too horrible. But man, it's like everything's against you right now. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it goes from planting, from going to the gas station, from going and looking for new food, even my bags of rice were $7 for the 25 pounds of bags. Are $11 now. Just everything is backwards. They're talking about raising taxes again. Everything's, and then the control of the so-called pew-pews or whatever you want to call them. Everything's just completely against you as far as living life and being free. Just wanting to be left alone. It's kind of irritating, and I feel like I got enough gear and gadgets now. I should probably get another multi-tool. I think is probably one of the only things I think I'm really lacking in. I've got a couple smaller ones. I've even got a small Leatherman, but it's like a small Leatherman. I did a video on it like 5 years ago or something like that. It's a really small. It was like my fishing partner, basically. He's got scissors on it and everything, so it's real nice. And I got a friend who's got a Gerber, got a friend who's got a Leatherman. They both say the other one sucks. And I got another friend who has, I forget the brand name of it or whatever, but he says those two suck, and then they said his sucks. So it's like, I'm probably just going to find something that has a few basic options on it, and pretty much that's going to be, I hate saying it like that, but that might be the end of my gear. I don't know what else I need. Got several knives. I was actually going through and looking, setting up this more tactical style bag, and thinking to myself, like, what's the best fighting style knife that I have? And I feel weird about it. I mean, I've got I always carry this. I almost show this on almost every live stream, but I always carry that little TDI, but there's no reach, there's no range. Great for boxing, and I don't mind boxing, so it works out pretty good as far as a defensive tool. I mean, and then I look at, like, even this little guy, little Ozark Trail. There's nothing to it. It's not even that special, and I think that's why I like it, but it feels good enough that I think I could do some work with it. I have played with it quite a bit, real comfortable with it, and compared to, like, I'm going through the packs, compared to my big Alpha Dog, that big old Alpha Dog off-grid, this is like a bushcraft knife. I mean, you could probably get busy with it, and it's so stupid sharp. Oh, they'll do some damage, yeah. This one's real sharp and everything, and this is going in my main bag, whichever bag I'm usually rolling with, because I mean it's thick. I don't know, you can see it, right? It's thick. I love my Spyderco pocket knife. Nice. Hey, what's going on, Mark Smith? Yeah, so I mean, but it's just not much of a it's got such a big hand. I'm not scared to drop this thing on myself too, because it's like, it's so fat. You cut yourself dropping. It's real sharp. I think this one's D2. Cryo D2. Yeah, I mean this thing does work in the woods. Like real work in the woods. You could chop with this, you could baton with this, you could do fine stuff with this. I've made tiny teeny little shavings enough to start the fires, no problem with this. But even that thing doesn't feel as nice to me as this. If I was gonna get a little busy, I'd probably roll with that thing. It's full tang too. It pokes in, you can slice with it. It's not gonna get that chopping action, but it won't take so long either. It'll be quicker. You can dip, duck, poke, cut. And then I have this Hoffman Richter, and I took the metal handles off it because that thing was just ridiculous. This one's still pretty thick. It's not quite as thick as the other one. And this is that I forget what they called it, the unbreakable knife or something like that. If you go back, I don't even know, a few years ago I got this thing. I did take the metal off. I did leave this paracord on there. Gives me a little bit better grip. But I stuck this thing, I mean, like into a tree more than once and bent it out of there, and it never bent. It was crazy. I've snapped a couple of knives without having them. I thought I had that Schrade over here too. Oh, right here. If I could reach this the whole bar over here is just chaos right now. But this thing, I don't know that I like it enough for fighting. I know right there I'd probably get whooped on it. I mean, it's still full metal. It's still got, I mean, I could probably do a little something with this. I'd still feel more comfortable, even though that's got a little bit more size and reach. I'd still feel more comfortable with this one. It just grips better. My hand's not going to slip if I hit bone, and my hand's not going to come up the blade. If you stick it in something and hit the bone. I gotta put that sheath, and this sheath is not the highest quality. I probably have to have my mom hook me up, something like that. She's seamstress, does leather, does all that stuff. She did this a while back for me on that Cold Steel Bushman. She made that for me. That was before they had the Kydex and stuff. That's how long I had this beat up old thing. But this thing's still, I mean, that thing's sharp. You can still whoosh. I got the Midwest Survivors sharpener over here. I think I hit this one already, but yeah, it's already good. It's smooth. Ooh, baby. Yeah, so anyways, this would not be my like first choice. I'd probably take this one for fighting over this one. Wow, Mom's talented. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's good with that, and she's good with gardening and stuff too. So she's helped me out with that kind of stuff quite a bit. And yeah, the leather, she does all my slings too. I kind of have like a custom sling maker because she's so good with it. I got this knife over here too. This thing's just too small and funky. I wouldn't even fight with that thing. Yeah, she does a lot. She's real good with the she's a seamstress that does leather and pretty much anything else. So all my slings are still you know, tactical slings, so you know, you have it nice and tight to yourself and you just rip it out so you can, you know, swing under, switch sides, whatever you need to do it. It's a open and closed sling, and she makes them all. I'm like, here's what I need, and then she'll make like a prototype, but now she's got it down. So now I got one on like every one of my rifles and stuff, even the AR pistol, even the little Scorpion, the CG Scorpion. So this one's that Schrade 52. I don't know how I just got into knives out of nowhere, but that's that 52, and I have beaten this fool. Once again, I'm doing a live stream, I'm pulling out knives. And this one here, this one's got a little bit more reach. It's got, I forget the size of the blade. Probably not fighting with it like that, but I'll bet you right here. I mean, this one feels good enough, and you get a little bit more reach on some of them pokes. Some of them chops are going to be a little more. I could probably see myself fighting with that thing. Yeah, definitely before that big alpha dog. But yeah, maybe this thing will have to go in for that. The more I think about it, I got one other knife that I didn't even throw up on YouTube yet either that I need to. I've been debating on what to do with this channel because I've been going for so long. I got on a good steady run for videos and stuff, and now I'm like, I don't know, I need to take my time. Like, tonight is dead. Today is just, I'm done for the day. Everything, that's why I decided to hop on here. And I got so much to do. I feel like I'm still not ready enough. I'm still not, okay, I could be, I mean, pretty much anybody into preparedness is going to be, oh, so much further over anybody who hasn't done anything. So you're going to be a step ahead. But have I done enough? Do I do enough that, what, I think it was Bear Independent that said something about that. He's like, I'm a lot better off than a lot of people, not a prepper flex. He said something like that, and then he said something like, and I feel like I'm unprepared. So that's what he said. And I'm like, geez, that dude's like on a homestead. I've got like the backup spot, or 2 or 10. I like the knives a lot. And maybe ramped up your addition. Wait, is it laugh out loud something? KK, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, well, I used to only buy like fighting style knives. I know I still got a couple other blades left, and I got out of it because it was a lot of them were like Tanto style. Wish I had an Atlas bunker. Now, dude, I don't want to say too much, but I'm setting up some stuff. But I wish I had one too. I don't have the cash money for that one. See, Nation are the best. Everyone else using prepping and YouTube just for money. Yeah, I'm not using it just for money. I really don't make a lot of money. I mean, once they did stuff with the firearms is when my channel went rump. And then they started hitting me with warnings and yanking my videos down. Completely taking them off. Like one of my bigger videos, actually, like the second biggest video on my channel got yanked just 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, it was how long ago, and now you're yanking it now? So I don't really do it for the money. I do have fun talking and learning, and I'm always on YouTube. Even when I'm at work, I usually have a set of headphones on, and I got my YouTube playing so I can listen to everybody else. That's not true. I don't do it for the money. Do it to educate, and entertain. Educate. Yeah. I like the back and forth. When I get something that I know enough about, and I should be probably doing more fighting styled videos or whatever. I've been into combatives for so long, and I mean, geez, it's been 30 years almost now since the first time. I'm coming up on 30 years of actually overall martial studies. Campton family, did you appeal? They're yanking it. I couldn't. I got a warning, and they said it was going to be a strike or something like that, and they yanked it down, and I couldn't even get, I want to say they called it something like gun violence or something like that. It was on it was annoying. I wrote them on it, and I don't remember what happened with that. It was only a couple weeks ago, but I don't think I even got a response yet. And I don't have that video, because most of the time I'm just like recording stuff off. Oh, check out your channel. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, good place for everybody to meet. That's one thing I like, because everybody's got a different way of looking at it. Like, some people might be like, dude, that's not gonna work for me. I will take that thing for I hope a pressure shooter game show, survival game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out too. I'm gonna come over there and check it out. Definitely. Yeah, so it's nice to hear everybody else's opinion. Yeah, not much money to be made on here for me. Even dropping all those shorts videos that I just did, that whole like 30 run. Some of them went up, 1,000 something views, whatever, 2,000 views, whatever. It gets a lot here and there, but like I was saying about the money and any of that is, yeah. The firearm screwed everything up for me. And I would love putting more on, but even one of the last firearms, anything that I did, yeah, they demonetized it, so there's no money involved in that. and that was more of a training video. And I put some up on Rumble, but it's like nobody even sees stuff over on Rumble. Any of the firearm stuff, I don't know that I had any training, anything on there. I showed off a couple different pieces, a couple friends' pieces. But here, it's like the censorship's gotten so bad. I mean, you just say the word too many times, and now all of a sudden nobody even sees your video. So it almost feels pointless. And you do I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I just did a little bit of training yesterday, firearms, and I'd love to post a video. I get like the instant spanking and then everything falls off the channel. But I've been debating on it. And I set up the last couple too without any kind of monetization on them. I made them so they were like no monetization, and I still got spanked for it. And I don't even know if they showed it to anybody. It was ridiculous. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I like doing some of the gear stuff. I'm pretty much done buying most of the gear stuff. I might end up getting another blade, but I don't think I need it, really. I got pretty much everything I could ever try to break for the rest of my lifetime. Did they pull it or make it private? Can you find it? Find it in a YouTube studio content list. Nope, they yanked it. It's completely gone. It's nowhere to be found. I can't find it on studio. I can't find it anywhere. And it kind of stinks too, because it was my mini Draco that I had all decked out, and I had an issue with the KCI magazines, and KCI actually saw that video and wrote me, and then they ended up sending me like 3 mags full, a couple hundred rounds or something like that, and another drum. And they said, here, try this ammo. And it was nothing crazy. It was like Red Army Standard or something like that. And they said, for some reason, some of that stuff you might have had was older and had more, it was like more abrasive or something like that. And I ran it through, it had the big guy with me. He was sitting there sideways, boom, boom, boom. You know, you could see on the video, it was kind of fun dumping out 75 round drums just to see if it cycled good or anything like that. And believe it or not, with the newer ammo, both of them cycled through, and it was just a cool video. And then just because maybe the thumbnail was so crazy with the big ball of fire at the end, it ended up getting like tons of views. It was always demonetized. I put it on for monetization, but it was demonetized the whole time. And I mean, that thing had a few 100,000 views, something like that. And yeah, that thing got whooped. Yeah, the whole censorship part. I got another channel that I mess around on that I don't even show my face on, that I don't even talk in. That's just a off to the side, different type of channel. And the CPM, when you look on those, that one I was attempting to do for basically ammo money. Pretty much. But that thing, as soon as it got monetized, it was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was posting videos, they were getting like 1,500 views or something like that, and as soon as I got monetized, I'm not even joking, like within 48 hours of being monetized, when they said you're approved and everything, and I had gained like another 40 subscribers or something like that, the whole channel just went. Now I post one up and it's like 10 views. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was debating on what to do with that channel, because that channel's never had no warnings, that channel's never had anything on it, you know. That was going to be my ammo money channel. So combined with this $5 a month or whatever, you could throw it over there with that one that hopefully got $100 a month or something. You could get $5 an hour or something, AR ammo or whatever. But yeah, this was pretty much just to meet people and to talk. And I have learned so much more probably from starting my own channel than I did from listening to everybody I like to listen to. I've learned a lot from a lot of people. I still learn stuff literally almost every day. I'm making an attempt to like, oh, this works, oh, that works, or oh, I could do this that way. Because like everybody does Mylar bags, but there's 5 different ways to do it, and each person has a reason why they do it. Same thing with mason jars for dry canning, for pressure cooking. You could watch all different people. They all got great ideas. You can learn something from that. But then I get the cool thing about having your own YouTube channel and you're doing this stuff is they get to see you mess up, or like I got some blooper stuff from before somewhere out there. got blooper stuff. I got stuff I messed up on. We were setting traps one time, and I was with the homestead survivalist, and we made a klepsy trap, and the thing swung over and stuck in his hand. But I didn't get that part on video. I was like, no, and he's like, oh, I missed that part. But I got the after, and we were talking about it and everything. But yeah, so I mean, going out and doing any of this stuff and trying to learn everything, and now with having a piece of property, I'm like out there and I'm off the grid. The whole time you're out there, I'm off the grid. My phone doesn't even work out there. I can't even do a live stream over there. Like no reception whatsoever. So I gotta go. I gotta tell the wife like I'll be back in 6 hours, or I'll be back in whatever, or she comes with. Yeah. So yeah, it's just fun to do, and I really learned a lot from other people. Like Gil on there from the Campton family compound there. He's got a ton of stuff, and the gray man prepping and stuff like that. Every time he comes out here, I always shout him out a little something, because he, and I had to check out the, who was I just talking to? I always go back through and look. What's his name? Survival Game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out too. But he's got a lot of information, and he's basically homesteaded up, and he's got that, you know, he's done a lot of stuff already. Yeah, I'm breaking stuff down here. Whatever. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff that you can do, and he's always got knowledge. So I'll post a video up, he'll be like, kinda. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm trying to look into it and see what he's talking about. I never take the criticism or nothing like that bad. Okay, you're a woman. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, my daughter is on here and there, KK556. And yeah, she's a knife freak, but she's into like all this other little stuff too, like these lock blades and stuff like that, 'cause she's always carrying like pocket knives and stuff like that. And I haven't really found too many like tactical folders that I like too much. I kind of like that Fox Karambit. Oh, I got this one too that I think I might even show that on the last live stream for some reason. I got that one. I like that one. This one's a full tang little, but it's like a slicer instead of a poker like my TDI. I can't even get that thing. Look how long I'd be messing with that thing to get it out of there to carry it. But that little JXE, JXO, that's a fat little guy. I'd probably feel all right for a slicer for the most part. I don't know how much sticking I do with that thing, because it'd probably work out all right. No reach whatsoever. Probably be easier to just box with my TDI. I got these things right here. This one's pretty cool just because it looks like there's like dragons and stuff on that one here. She's into that kind of stuff a lot. It's got a funky blade too. I like that funky style blade. Yeah. Cool little pocket knife. It's not bad. Not really worth the shit if you were gonna really hack something with it, I'm sure. The nicest part about this one is got that big fat piece that's hooked onto it. I'm not saying to poke with a tactical folder, because you're mainly supposed to slice, so you don't like, sometimes when you poke with them, they fold back and chop fingers off. I know that sounds a little messed up, but slicing with it, yeah, this thing does look pretty cool. And it was like, I forget what she was getting them all for. The gun show was like 3 for $18 or something. It's nothing special. It looks pretty cool. It flings right out, and it does have that extra piece right there, which would tempt me. But I'm probably only using full tang if I'm poking. I think there was one more up here. Is that the one I just said? There's another one. That one's got a pretty cool blade too. This one just does not feel as comfortable to me. I took a lot of the old messed up, that one's got a nice piece that sticks out. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I wouldn't feel overconfident though. But I took a lot of blades like this on some of the old ones I had. And I broke this apart, excuse me. Broke this apart and I took it, or you can even unscrew. But I broke them, took them off, and you put them in a stick. So you got like this crazy spearhead kind of a thing. I think I still got some of those blades left. Yeah, this one's not too shabby. USA Tactical. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, that kind of stuff works. Pretty much whatever you're into. This would just take too much to swing around for defense. That's that Schrade one. I actually just pulled that out of the bag a little while ago because I brought it up there with me just in case I had to chop. I don't know about you guys and ammo. If this conflict goes hotter than it already is, what's the chance that the ammo evaporates? Again, I'm not trying to cause a hurry up and go grab everything, but I went a little bit more that route. I did a little bit less food this past pay period and did a little bit more ammo instead of food, just because, well, there's never enough of either one. But when that one disappears, I don't know which one's going to disappear first at this rate. I feel like it could be either one. It doesn't, there's no guarantee on any of that. It seems like to me, it's like you could be out of luck at any time with either one. It's kind of, yeah, what do you call it? Catch-22. I busted out this dry box and I pulled everything out of this thing too. So I've taken this one on the, oh no, that's not good. What? I had to have fallen close by. I am missing the rubber from the dry box. I'm just going to tell you how it has a seal. No! This thing's actually made it and fell through in the water on me when I had stuff, and it actually floated. It was going down the river, but it was floating, and I do not know where that piece of rubber is unless it dropped somewhere. I just took the stuff out of it that I had from the last time through, and yeah, that's really cool. I don't know where that went. I'll have to find that sometime after. And it's chaos in here too because I'd recently moved. Now it's probably been a month. Is this a month now? I gotta be going on just 5 weeks or something like that since I moved over here. I still got boxes over there that haven't finished unpacking. You know how it is. This is not like any part of the main part of my house, so it's kind of like off to the side, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to finish that. So I actually started doing a little bit of that when we came back last night, and then a little bit today. Definitely not enough. Still have way too much to do. I still have stuff missing that I'm like, man, where is that? I can't remember where it went to, but I try to keep everything as organized as I can. Like, I did a shorts video. I started putting some of the suitcases back together, and I went through and we went through all the food, and I usually try to put the stuff in there that's got at least 2 years left on it or something, and it's off to the side, so it's just something I can grab and go if we had to go. It's a whole nother bag of clothes, a whole nother bag of food, and you know, not just these like regular backpack bags like a suitcase. So it's loaded right down. There's your, I don't even know how many that's going to be, days worth of food there. That's going to be a few weeks. I probably got that much crap in some of there. And then I got the stuff that I go out and I spread around that, you know, I do caches, whatever anybody wants to call it. And and the buckets, man, the buckets are going through the roof. And I've got a bunch of stuff still Mylar'd. I've got more stuff that's in mason jars. I'm trying to build a building off on our property better than what's there now. So it's more of a, we're looking into like doing a cabin setup or something like that. But it's going to be more of like a regular building. And I'll probably actually stay out there a few days a week. It would make life easier for me as far as continuing to do stuff over there. Even if I just went there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something like that. You know, back to work on Monday, whatever. It would be easier if I was out there, I guess is what I'm saying. And so I'd like to set something up for that, because then that way there too, next year, we'll, you know, you'd have a spot there if you cycle through with my parents and my daughter and whoever's going to stay there for the night. You know, you could keep up on the gardening, basically, would be a huge help. And, you know, we got to cut some firewood out there. There's just a lot to do. The new place has a fireplace, doesn't have a wood stove. I know people with wood stoves. I've got a lot of oak and maple and stuff out there, even some cherry. Back working on the grading for the new patio. Sounds good, Gil. have a good night. And, yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm going with everything. I'm just kind of like up in the air with everything and trying to figure out, hey, what's going on? The homestead survivalist, the maniac himself. Yes, the monster. There's another one. He does all the homesteading stuff. He hasn't been quite as active on YouTube. I've been insane lately, but he's not quite as active on there. But he does a lot of the. There's another person I learned how to do the dry canning from him. He's way into the survival stuff before I was any kind of into that. I just kind of like the pew-pews for the most part, and then the violence, the fighting. I forget where I was going before he wrote something there. Is anyone else battling squash bugs? I don't think I've had one bug issue this year. I've had freaking animals. I've had like rabbits. I know for a fact rabbits wiping out strawberries, beans, stuff like that. But I don't think I've had one bug issue. I don't know where you're located. I can't remember where you said you were, or if you said where you were. But I'm in Michigan. And yeah, no bug problems yet so far. I know people who grow a couple different like lettuces and kale and stuff like that, and they sometimes have problems, even with the broccoli. But pill bugs are eating our strawberries. Yeah, see, I've not had one single. Cabbage moths are ridiculous. Okay, so he's seen it. I've been catching the eggs under my leaves. Ohio. Okay, cool. Roly-polies. Oh, boy. Yeah, see, so you're in Ohio. I thought you might have said you were from Ohio. Yeah, so even Homestead Survival said something here. So I haven't had anything. Nothing whatsoever. I didn't put any insecticide, anything on, nothing. Yeah, just animals. Animals eating my stuff instead of insects this year. That's freaking awesome. It's definitely a good time. Doesn't matter what it is. That's why I feel like everything's against me this year. All of us, I guess you'd say, because it doesn't matter what it is. It's just coming from every direction. From the weather, you see droughts out west. We had too much water here. We started the year out this year just drowning. Okay, what are you going to put in puddles? It was that bad. We were drowning here. So I felt like I was getting a late start to begin with. And then on top of moving right during that crucial of get everything in the ground, I started all the seeds up again and everything, and it was still rough. So nice to meet you. I was going a few cans of Walmart, Augustin Farms. Their website says in stock. Most items, when I get them, check out, are out of stock. Oh, no kidding. Well, that's not cool. I saw their buckets, those 48-hour buckets for 4 people at my local store. Of course, it's $7 or $8 more than it used to be. I saw them there. I don't know. I think maybe in that store I was one of the only people that were buying them all the time. I would just, like every paycheck, go in and buy 2 or something for a little while there, because that stuff stores so much easier too. The freeze dried. It's just, now it's pricey. It would be over $50 for 2 of them little buckets now. It's like, and I wasn't getting enough variety out of them. So I'd gotten some other kinds, and I do get Mountain House here and there, but even they're like $10 now if you can, lucky enough to catch them at that price. Even Amazon has them for like $11 and stuff like that. Oh no, unless you get 10 at a time, maybe they had them for like $8, $7, $8, something like that. Still pretty pricey though. 9-foot deer fence, 2 feet below the ground. Da, 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 da. Oh, very nice. $85 for it. See, and I don't have 9-foot fence. The fence that I got over there right now that I was gonna put up for next year is 5 or 6 feet, something like that. 5 feet probably. And I could always put like razor wire around it if I had to, or hook up some clamps to a battery and electrify that thing, or I could do something. I'll figure something out. The marigolds didn't really help out too much this year. All my hot pepper stuff, I couldn't find jalapenos anywhere. But chili peppers, all that kind of stuff. That stuff all turned out fine. They're all, like this. They're green still. They're starting to change a little bit. I don't know when. Probably within a month or something like that. Those things will start popping out. But yeah, I don't know that I had too much deer problem. I know the rabbits out on the property just mauled me. Mauled me. Everything they could get their grubby little teeth on, they got me for it. That's ridiculous. I wish you guys could see my garden. Yeah, I'd like to. That'd be pretty cool. First year here, I threw out like some. There's a guy selling blueberry bushes for $10, a couple years old. So I put some blueberry bushes out. I don't know why I bought berries because my land is covered. I got acres of berries. I didn't know there was that many berries out there until they started all popping up everywhere. But I got a blackberry. I got the thornless blackberries, big red raspberries. I did a lot of beans. But like I said, I started really late, and that I started they left here like I forget what that's called, raised bed. And there was the soil in it, and I just tilled it up a little bit. I don't even think I put any plant food or nothing in it or whatever. I put them in, and they kept growing up and then falling dead. Growing up, falling dead. What is going on here? And I noticed that the one bucket that was over there was like a pavement sealer or something. It kills weeds and does whatever. And I don't know if that was used for the watering and it killed out the stuff that was there or whatever. I was wondering why there was no weeds or no whatever. But yeah, I probably had to change that soil out and mix up some new good stuff. But yeah, I'd like to see a nice garden. Yeah, gardens are, I don't know. It can be peaceful. Just walking through a garden, checking it out. It can be a headache. Don't get me wrong. Picking weeds sometimes gets annoying for me, and I almost feel like the older I get, the less weeds I want to pick, and that's why I think this year I'm just gonna lay like a bunch of plastic down. You see those guys, the Homestead Survivalists started doing it, laying out the black like rolled tarp stuff, and you just like burn a hole wherever you're gonna plant. Keep anything else from coming up through there, but they were. I don't remember what that stuff was like, $80-$90 for that. I was thinking about just using straight up like a plastic or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, weeds aren't going to come up through it. I've seen people, I think, use cardboard too, if I'm not mistaken. They put cardboard down and dug a hole and put their plant in the hole, and just cardboard. And I don't know if that helps with moisture too or not. I'm sure it probably gets real dry, or could get real dry, right? We did all the potatoes this year in straw. Was it straw or hay? It was straw. Yeah, so nothing came over and like ate my potatoes, but I have a couple rows that were like, we'll say 50 feet. I don't know exactly how long it was, but I had several rows that were that long. And as you go down through, whatever it is scooping the potatoes out. They didn't eat them. They didn't do nothing with them. Just every few potatoes, they'd scoop them out and then just throw them off to the side. Like what the hell's going on? they didn't eat them. They're sitting out rotting, and now I don't have any of those extra potatoes. They probably got me for 2/3 of the potatoes I put out. Freaking ridiculous, man. I just wanted to set up some. I should try to scoop up some of them rabbits out there. Not necessarily pop them all, but maybe like live traps or something like that, and start breeding them. So I got rabbits to eat or something like that, and just feed them weeds or whatever up there. But then I had to go back and forth even more. That was my thing about doing chickens out there right now, without having like a real building out there, just like vacant land. Doing the chickens and then driving back and forth, and I would like to do the chickens. I think chickens would be a nice idea. I know the Homestead Survivalist got eggs coming out of his ears. I don't need that many myself. Oh, you got rabbits too. Oh, nice. That's real nice. Oh, very nice. Perfect manure. I wonder if I heard that before. I think I heard rabbit. Manure, right? Now, with your rabbit manure, is it like chicken manure? I have chickens too. Okay, you have chickens. Like the chicken manure, I think they say you can't put it right on or something like that, right? It'll burn. You have to like compost it. Is it the same with the rabbits? I figured I'd ask you. You know? You got some both? Or do you mix it all up and make a whole? That would be interesting to find out. Meat rabbits or something like that. Chicken manure needs to sit. Yes, it's hot. Okay, that's what I heard. And now what about the rabbit? Is it the same like that? Rabbit poop isn't hot. Very nice. So you can use that fresh. Just throw it out. That's cool to know. See, look, this is why I like doing this, because then I get to learn something too. So you get double benefit off the rabbits. Poop can be directly applied to plants. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So you can get the double benefit, get the full cycle of life, I guess you could say, or whatever you're getting. You can use it for the planting and a meat rabbit, right? That's 11 rabbits. How much? See, I've heard a lot of people talk about rabbits. I wanted to do sheep originally. And I hear, oh, they have all these problems, whatever. And then like Homestead Survivors, he's got the goats. And the goats have way less problems than the sheep from everything I could figure out. And I was thinking rabbits. And he was thinking rabbits. Like, maybe we should get some meat rabbits. Because all you ever hear about is they breed like rabbits. We're only going to eat them if SHTF. Right. Yeah. No need to right now. And then, I mean, if you found yourself in need, but do you breed them then, or do you like, what's the benefits besides manure of having them? I mean, if you bred them and you could sell the rabbits, that would be it would pay for their food or something, right? Maybe. Rabbits are an interesting idea. And I could probably do them here where I'm at. You know, do a few of them. I just don't know, like, if I had 4 rabbits, all 11 rabbits have names. I know a guy who's got cows. He's got names for all of them. They're very easy to breed. Yeah, that's what I heard. A guy who's got cows, and he calls like this one hamburger and that one steak, and he goes right down the line like that one's. I'm like, okay, I get it. But easy to breed. Yeah, throw them in together. So if you had 4 or 5 rabbits, like 2 males or something and 3 females or whatever, and let the cycle breed through, or I mean, you don't want them, obviously, inbreeding or anything like that, but you could spit a litter out or something and then have them to sell, or at some point, like you said, meat rabbits, or like I said, meat rabbits. I'm going to break this little charger. I need to just leave it alone. I threw that flashlight around, though, and that thing worked out pretty good. It's pretty stinking bright. 1,000 lumens. And I didn't really go into too much of the fact all the new tactical lights. I don't know why I'm talking about this all of a sudden, but I have 3 females and 8 bucks. Oh boy, damn, that's not bad. But yeah, this thing probably bust somebody up with tank. That thing's wonder if glass feels kind of thick. Either way. It's like I said, I was just hopping on, seeing what was going on. It's nice talking to everybody and debating on what to do with this whole chaos mess that I got going on. Where to put stuff, what to do with it. I figured I'd hop on. I will be checking out the survival game. I think I've seen you on here before too. I got to check out your channel. Definitely. And thank you for teaching me about rabbits. Hassenpfeffer, you know, that's not, I never, I knew a couple people who had them. I even had nephews and nieces that had them for pets or whatever. I don't know the whole thing about it. And my father is texting me. Okay, Dad, if he's on here. Probably not on there. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll let everybody go. I'm starting to run out of stuff. My brain's all over the place. Thank you for the rabbit talk. Thanks for everybody talking, stopping by, saying hi. And like I said, I like to learn just as much as I can. And yeah, anybody ever has any questions or anything I could help them with, I don't know. I've done some stuff now. I haven't done it all. Constant improvement, constantly trying to learn new stuff with any of the survival stuff, with any of the extra preparedness stuff, with any of the combative stuff, I'm still going. You're welcome. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, any of the combative stuff, that's probably, I guess, my main forte. But I'm still going along on this trip trying to learn everything. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys soon. I don't know when I'll do another live. I don't even have another video planned after this madness. Like, I scheduled all these videos for this past couple days or whatever. Another mall shooting, go watch the news. What? That's gonna piss me off because I saw the new stuff they put in there, calling everything, even like pistols now. If it has a full auto version, it's an assault weapon. Oh, you mother lovers, I gotta watch what I say on here before I get booted right off. But that's just gonna push that agenda a little bit further. Frig, now I gotta go listen to this. We just had one here, I don't even know, 2 weeks ago or something like that. It's like it's playing as soon as everything. I should watch what I say. You guys have a good night. Before I start completely swearing and freaking right out. And sorry, thanks for the heads up on that one. I'll check it out. I'll check your channel out. And everybody have a good night. We'll be back soon. I don't know what I'll do. So everybody take care. Keep prepping. Keep stacking. Do the best you can. Make sure you have what you need for your family, for yourself. Survival no matter what, right? That's my main thing. No matter what, you got to make it through. If nothing else, for the kids. So, yeah. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.